Good morning, everybody. Brooke here, ready for your 45-minute morning Pilates routine. We're going to use a little bit of equipment today. So if you have a set of light weights at home, grab it. Also the long resistance band and a soft ball. So if you do have those, go ahead and make sure they're close to hand. If you don't have them, you can still do the workout without the equipment. Right, we'll start standing up, and we're just going to have a quick check of your feet. Toes and heels should be in line, feet hip width apart. I just want you to roll your shoulders back. Just gonna open up the chest a little bit and get the joints moving. Good, and then roll the shoulders forward. And then take a deep breath in, reach your arms up. And then breathe out, come up onto your toes. Just start drawing in the abdominals, slightly pulling the inner thighs closer together as you narrow the waist. And then breathe in, lower the heels down the mat, drop your chin to your chest, and then just waking up your spine. Slowly start rolling forward, down over your legs. Just hanging there for a moment. Pull your chin into your chest, and then just nod your head a couple of times, and then shake the head side to side. Then I want you to bend your knees and rest your chest on top of your knees, and then take your hands down to the mat. Try to keep your hands up as you straighten your legs back out. Do that one more time. Bend the knees, chest comes to the top of the knees, almost resting on the knees, and then straighten the legs all the way out. Next time, you just bend the knees, hands down to the mat, and start walking your hands forward, breathing out as you come forward into your plank. So your hands are under your shoulders, shoulder blades sliding down the back. And we're going to lift your left leg up and really reach it up to the ceiling. Then breathe out, drop the left knee under the body, drop the hip, try to touch the elbow, the right elbow with that left knee. Lift and lower. 2 more times. Really stretch that leg high. Keep your standing leg straight. Last one. Lift and lower, and then come back into your plank. Check your shoulders are down, tailbone kind of slightly tucked under. And then lift your right leg up, stretch into the back of the left leg, and then drop it right into the left elbow. Again, breathing in to lift and lengthen. Breathe out to tuck. Last 2. And down. 1 more. Lift and lower. And then come back to your plank. Lift both hips up, both heels down on the mat. And just hold your stretch. Take a deep breath in. And then breathing out, walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend the knees, chin to chest, round the spine, and slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. And then breathe out. Lift the arms up, bend the knees. Come into a squat. Inhale, stand. Exhale, drop the hips. Try to get the thighs almost to parallel with the floor. So it's like you're sitting back into a really low chair. Stay there for 3. And just have a little look down at your knees. Make sure they're tracking right over the toes. They're not pulling together or opening out. Let's hold this last one down and then just pulse low. 8, 7, 6. Again, making sure those knees are tracking perfectly in line with your ankles and your hips. And then hold the last one. Take the weight forward and lift your heels up. Try to balance in that squatted chair position. Inhale, lower the heels back down. Relax your shoulders. Exhale, lift the heels up. Keep the core tight. Inhale, lower the heels down. 2 more. Breathing out to lift. Breathe in to lower. And then we hold the last one up. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Then lower your heels. Come back to standing. Take a deep breath in as you reach your arms overhead. And then breathe out. Come up onto your toes. Good. Inhale, lower the heels down. Hands come behind the back. I want you to lift your arms, lift your chest. Take a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, just hinge yourself forward straight, legs straight, back straight, arms dropping away from the body. And then again, just nod your head, stretching into the back of the neck. Then let the hands go. Let them drop down to the mat. Now bend the knees. Hands come all the way down and start walking out into your plank once again. Now this time we're going to focus a little bit more on your upper body. I want you to drop down to your right elbow, then your left elbow, then up to your right hand, left hand. So a little bit of a swing side to side, but try not to swing too much. The right elbow, left elbow. So engage the muscles at the sides of the waist, just to stabilize as much as you can. Now hold the next one, and with the next one we'll lead with our left elbow, follow with the right, and then left hand, right hand. 3 more, down, down, up, up. Last 2. If this feels too strong, just hold your plank. 1 more, down, down, up, up and hold, and then lift the hips all the way up. Press those heels down into your mat. Get your legs as straight as you can, and then walk your hands back towards your feet. Soften the knees, round the spine, roll yourself all the way up. Good. Now you're going to reach your arms out in front of you. Turn your palms out, back to the hands, reaching in towards each other. And just big arm circle, coming all the way back down to the sides of the legs. And then reverse it. Turn the palms out. Lead with your thumbs, reach the arms behind, lengthen through the fingertips as you reach the arms out overhead. Then we need to open your arms wide and just open that chest, almost little bounces, pulling the arms back. Good, then take your hands back down to your sides, up your chin to your chest, round the spine, roll yourself all the way down. We're gonna hang here for a moment. I want you to bend your right knee, left leg straight, really press into that left heel, lengthen up the back of the leg to the sit bone. Change the legs, left knee bent, again, press into your right heel, lengthen up to that sit bone. One more time, each side, left knee straight. And then bend the left, keep the right leg straight. And then bend both knees again, hands to the mat, last plank variation. Breathing out, walk forward. Good, so ears in line with the shoulders, shoulders in line with the hips. Point the left toe, lift the left leg up and down. Breathe out and in. So your body, your back is like a plank. That leg just lifting and lowering. Just make sure you don't start to pike your hips up or sag them down. Last two. And one, tuck the toes under from that left foot, point the right, lift up and down just to hip height. Don't want to go too high because you don't want to move the pelvis or the spine. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, really lengthen through the toe. Last one, tuck the toes under, drop the knees down and sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms, stretch your back, rest your head, and breathe. Good. Now flip, change directions, coming onto your back, and I want you to pick up your weights. So we're going to start reaching forward with the weights next to your feet. Just hold on to the feet or the ankles or wherever you can reach and just draw down. And then breathe in, straighten up the back, lift the arms up, and then breathe out, round the spine, point the toes, squeeze the legs together, slowly roll your spine down to the mat, one vertebra at a time. Breathe in, stretch with the fingertips, and then breathing out, lift the hands, hips, spines, peel up, and stretch forward again. Breathe in, again, realign your spine, and breathe out, round, scoop, and roll back. Inhale, stretch with the fingertips. 2 more like that, nice and easy, curling yourself up, stretching forward, realigning the spine, and then rolling it down. Breathe in to lengthen and stretch. Breathe out. Hands, head, spine. Engage the abdominals to get your shoulders up. Stretch forward and then straighten up the back once again. We're going to hold here. I want you to think string out the top of the head, have a little rock side to side, just so you can grow the spine a little taller, narrow the waist a little bit more. And then breathe out, come halfway down, and we're going to lift the arms overhead. Inhale, lower them back down. Now go an inch lower, and again, lift the arms overhead. Inhale down. Maybe 1 more inch. Get the arms behind your ears. When it gets to the point where those feet want to come up off the mat, stay there for 3. Lift and lower. 2 and lower. Last 1. Lift and lower, and then come all the way down to the mat. Take a deep breath in. Now this next roll up, we just slightly change. We're going to roll up in the same way. But then I want you to swoop the arms along your sides and lift and lengthen to the spine. So you come up with your arms really straight, your back really straight, and then breathe out around the spine. Try to keep the hands up close to your ears as you come down to the mat. Take another breath in, reach the arms overhead. Breathe out, lift the hands, lift the head, peel the spine up. We're going to sweep almost like you're picking something up. Lift and lengthen, nice long straight back, and then roll it down bone by bone. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out to roll yourself up. Sweep your hands along the sides of the legs, lift and lengthen the spine, and then breathe out. Come all the way down to the mat. Now this time as you come down, I want you to pull your knees into your chest. We're going to lift your chin up into your chest, lift your shoulders up off the mat. Lower back is down, and we're going to extend your arms and legs. Stretch and bend. Double leg stretch. Reach and bend. Stay there for 6. Draw the belly up down, look towards the abdominals. 5 and 4. Last 3, 2, and hold the last one. Now you're going to drop your head down to the mat and lower your arms and legs. Then exhale, lift them back up. Try to keep the rib cage down. Keep the belly button pulled in. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay there for 3, Now, if you need to modify, just bend the knees. Take the toes down to the mat with the knees bent. Or you could do single legs down and up. Last one, lower and lift. And then just pull your knees into your chest. Take a breath. And let's pop the weights to the side and pick up your ball. I want you to place the ball between your ankles, knees directly above your hips. Draw the core in. We're in a neutral spine, so a little bit of a gap under the lower back. Think rib to hip connection, so belly button's in tight. So head stays down. First one, we're going to hinge at the hips, keeping the 90-degree bend knees, and just tap your toes down to the mat. Then exhale, lift it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Now, I would like to keep the hands resting across the abdominals, just so you can notice if anything really starts to lift up, you know, to draw it back down. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, try to deepen your abdominal connection as you lift those feet back up. Last one, inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now lift your head and shoulders up off the mat. Reach your hands to the wall in front of you and extend your legs out. Squeeze your ball tight and pump the arms. Breathing in for 4 beats. Lift the palms as you breathe out for 4. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Same for 4 more breaths. If you can, try to lower the legs maybe a little bit lower. Breathe in. If you're starting to strain or anything through the neck, you can drop the head down to the mat. Breathe out. Last one. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, and good. Take the shoulders back. Pull your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath. Now we're going to take the hands behind the head. Let's keep the ball in place for the moment. Keep your elbows wide. We're going to lift the head and shoulders, stretch your legs, squeeze the ball tight, and then see if you can roll your right leg so it's over that left leg. Now twist towards that right leg. Lift your left shoulder, left elbow. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, hold the last one. Open the elbows wide, and then breathe in. Take the shoulders back. Make sure you still have a good grip on the ball. Breathe out, head and shoulders up, legs long. Then left leg rolls over the right. Squeeze the ball. Lift your right shoulder up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, shoulders down, bend the knees. And then breathe out, head and shoulders up. We're going to go one more time each side. Right leg over the left. Squeeze that ball. Get the leg straight. Lift your left shoulder. Stay there for 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the last one. Breathe in, shoulders back, bend the knees. Last set. Exhale. Shoulders high, legs long. Left leg over the right. Lift your right shoulder up for 4, 3, 2, and then again we hold for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then drop your shoulders, pull your knees in, grab the ball, and hug the knees into your chest. Good. Now pop the ball away. Extend your legs out long. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. Get your rib to hip connection, zip the core tight, lift the pelvic floor. So again, all of our deeper layers of muscles engaging before we then engage the surface muscle by lifting the shoulders up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. So with each lift of the shoulders, I want you to try to lift the pelvic floor as well and really narrow the waist. So again, we're just really connecting everything in tight. Stay there for 5 and 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the last one up. Little crunches at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold your chest still. Pull your right knee up to tabletop. So knee bent 90 degrees and pulse towards your knee for 8, 7, 6, 5. Think pelvic floor. Still don't let that pelvic floor go. Little squeeze of the pelvic floor as you pulse up. And then last set, knee to chest for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let the head and shoulders come down. Extend your right leg out. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, cross your left leg over the right. Take the rib to hip connection, belly button in, pelvic floor squeeze. Peel the shoulders up and down. So look at the abdominals. Imagine a little pool of water in your belly button. Kind of deepen that pool with each shoulder lift. Staying there for 4. Elbows wide, shoulders relaxed. 3. Make sure you're not pulling the back of the head. Hold the last one. Stretch the legs long. Little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Left knee comes up to tabletop. Knee bent 90 degrees. Pulse towards your knee for 8, 7, 6, 5. Again, think pelvic floor. 2, and hold. The knee to chest. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders, stretch the leg, really lift your ribs up off the mat. Stretch out your abdominals. And then sink the ribs back down. Now grab your ball again. We're going to place the ball between your knees. So your feet are directly beneath your knees. You should be able to touch your heels with your fingertips. And then we're going to imprint the lower back down into that. Really draw the belly button in. Again, pelvic floor lift as you squeeze that ball. Now we're going to take the hands behind the head. Breathe out. Crunch the abdominals in as you squeeze the ball. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press the lower back down into the mat. Squeeze the pelvic floor. And then lower the shoulders. Last 2, lift. And lower. So we're working the inner thighs. We're still working the abdominals. And last 1. Now take your hands down along your sides, press your lower back down, and peel the spine 1 vertebra at a time up off the mat, coming up into a shoulder bridge. Once the hips are all the way up, just walk your hands a little bit closer to your feet, and then just try to sink your ribs slightly into your body. Squeeze the ball tight. Breathe in, drop the hips down to the mat. Breathe out, lift them back up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Stay there for 6. Now here we're squeezing the inner thighs, squeezing that ball. We're working your glutes, wrapping the glutes around your tailbone. We're narrowing the waist, engaging your transverse abdominals with each lift, and keeping the shoulders relaxed. Stay there for 3, 2. I want you to hold the next one up. Now lift your right foot up off the mat. Extend your right leg. Look down your body. Knees should be level, hips should be level, and squeeze that ball for 4. We're working that left leg now. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, drop the right foot down to the mat. Maybe lift the hips an inch higher if they've dropped down at all. Left leg goes long and squeeze the ball for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe in, lower the left foot down to the mat. Let's lift the fingertips up to the ceiling. Get the hips a little higher. And again, lift and extend your right leg. Squeeze the ball for 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, drop the right foot down, zip the core a little tighter, send your left leg long, squeeze the ball for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the left foot, breathe in, reach the arms all the way overhead, and then breathe out, melt your spine all the way down to the mat. Good. Now take the ball and place it under your feet. So feet need to be touching, feet together, knees together. So we got the inner thighs really zipped tight. Dig your heels down into the ball. Lift your toes slightly up and then press into the ball to lift the hips up. Try to stay still on the ball. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Option, if you want to advance this, take your fingertips up to the ceiling so you don't have those hands helping you to stabilize. So this gets much more into your hamstrings and your inner thighs. Stay here for 6 and 5. Last 4, 3, 2, let's hold the last one up. So do little squeezes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now drop the hips down. Hold the backs of your legs. Extend the legs up. So we're stretching the hamstrings. Hold the legs in towards your chest. And then we're going to lift the chin, or lift the head, chin to chest, and roll yourself up to sitting. Flip over to all 4s. Feel free to take a moment to have a quick sip of water as we change position. I want you to take that ball and place it behind your right knee. We're just squeezing the ball with that heel, just pulling the heel in towards your hips. Now, if you lose your ball, don't worry about it. Just kind of imagine you've got that ball there. Or if you don't have a ball, you can use a cushion or something. Instead, we're going to lift that leg up. Draw the ribs up and away. Draw the belly button in. Slide the shoulders down the back and pulse up. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. Now squeeze the ball. 8, 7. Heel to seat. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now point the toe. Breathe in. Lower the knee and the ball down to the mat. Breathe out. Lift it all the way up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Really press the mat away. Press into the tips of your fingertips, like the pads of your fingertips. So just turn those fingernails white. So we just spread the weight away from the wrists. Keep moving the leg. Last 2. All the way up, all the way down. Hold the last one. Now try to turn the knee out, turn the toe in, squeeze your ball tighter, small circles. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 6, 5. So big circles. Try not to lean into your left side. Make sure that left elbow isn't bent. The left hip is still right over the left knee. Last one. Now we're going to drop the ball and reach that toe out to the corner of the mat. Try to drop your right hip slightly and lengthen through the right toes. You lift the leg up. Inhale, lower, back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So and when the foot comes down, it's at the corner of your mat. When it goes up, it's reaching to the top corner of the room. We're squeezing that glute. Really press the mat away. Make sure you haven't lost your upper body strength. Stay there for 3, 2, hold the last one up. Stretch that leg and small circles. Stay there for 4, 3. Stabilize the rest of the body. 2 and 1. Reverse. 4, 3, 2 and 1. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Sit back onto your heels. Circle out your wrists. And then just drag your hands back. Just rolling through the spine. Again, roll your shoulders out. And let's go for the other side. So we're starting that ball. Try to squeeze the ball behind your left knee. Hands under the shoulders. Right knee directly under your hip. Lift the leg up so your knee is in line with your hip. Pull your ribs up into the body. Slide the shoulders down the back and pulse up. Try not to let the knee drop much lower than hip height. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now squeeze the ball. 8, 7, heel to seat. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point the toe. Breathe in. Lower the knee down to the mat. Breathe out. Keep squeezing, holding that ball tight as you lower and lift. Stay there for 4, 3. Slightly thinking about your upper body. Just want you to slightly pull your arms apart to engage the shoulders behind your back. Last one. Hold the leg up, and then we turn the knee out. Turn the toes in. Circle the knee up and around. For 6, 5, 4. Really make it a big circle. 2 and 1. Reverse it. 6 the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And extend your left leg out. Reach that toe to the corner of the mat. Drop your left hip slightly. Right hip over the knee. Lengthen through that toe as you lift the leg up and down at a long diagonal. Stay there for 6. Lead with that pinky toe. It's a little turnout on that toe, on that leg. Last 2. Hold the last one up. Stretch a little longer and small circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just lower your left knee, toes together, knees apart. Step back onto your heels. Stretch out your back. And breathe. Yet again, just drag your hands back. Place the hands behind you. Lift your hips up. Knees wide. Look to the wall behind. And then drop your hips back down. And we're going to change position again, coming onto your back. Now with this one, I'm going to pick up the weights again. And we're going to do a couple of shoulder bridge variations. The first one's going to be on toes. So lift your heels up. Unless you feel like any cramp might be coming on in your feet or your calves, then it's better to have your heels down. But if you feel all right, keep the heels up off the mat. We're going to press your lower back down. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling with the weights in your hands. And then peel your spine slowly up off the mat, 1 vertebra at a time. So a nice high bridge. You get a little bit of inner thigh connection. Your knees are in line with your hips, but really just a little bit of inner thighs working to pull them and keep them in place. Now I want you to lift your right toe and touch it to the inside of your left knee. So really pull that knee in towards your chest. And then kick that right toe up to the ceiling. Add a little turn out from the hip and then small circles. We'll just do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Try to lift a little higher. Reverse your circles. 4 the other way. 3, 2, and 1. Now breathe in. Lower your leg. Lower the arms. Breathe out. Lift the arms, lift the legs. So the arms and legs go away from each other. Inhale, lower. Try to stay high on that toe and that left foot. We're working into the left leg, working the shoulders and the arms with the weights in the hands, and then really lengthening through your right toe. Inhale down, exhale up. Let's aim for 3 more. Keep the hips high, keep the pelvis level. Keep that left knee strong. Last 2. Use your breath. Inhale down, exhale up, and hold there. Now we're going to lower your right toe down to the mat and lift the hips a little higher. Check your shoulders, stay relaxed. And then take your left toe, touch to the inside of your right knee, hold for 1 breath, and then kick that left toe up to the ceiling, add a little turnout, little rotation, and then small circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse it. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Breathe in, lower the arms, lower the leg. Breathe out, draw everything back together. Inhale down, exhale lift. Now just look down your body, check that your right knee is in line with the hip, your pelvis is level, so your left hip isn't dropping down towards the mat. Got the core working to support the lower back. Long straight arms, long straight leg on that left side. Last 3, and 2, and hold the last one. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now lower your left toe down to the mat. Breathe in, reach the arms all the way behind you. Back to the hands touch the floor. And then breathe out, melt your spine down, rib cage down. First, keep the hips high as you roll through the middle back. Really tilt the pelvis to get through your lower back. And then the hip bones and tailbones come down as long, as well as the heels. Hands come back down to your sides. Take a big breath in. Good. Now, second set, we're going to stay on flat feet. You're going to breathe out. Again, press your lower back down to the mat. Peel the spine up 1 vertebra at a time. I want you to lift your arms back up to the ceiling. Lift your right knee. So the right knee stays bent 90 degrees. And I want you to lift your toes on your left foot. So you're balancing on your left heel. Now drop the hips down and squeeze the left leg to lift the hips up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay there for 6. Full range of motion. Make sure you feel the hips touch the mat and then go as high as you can. Like digging into that heel to get the hips high. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, hold the last one. Little squeeze at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the foot, lower the toes on that left leg. Lower the right foot down to the mat. Take a big breath in and then lift your left knee up. So we're changing sides. Lift your toes up on your right foot. So we're balancing on the right heel. Breathe in, lower the hips down to the mat. Breathe out, squeeze to lift. Full range of motion, low to high. Stay there for 8, 7. Really squeeze that glute on the right leg. Last 4, your supporting leg. 3, 2, lift. Last 1, hold it up. Little pulses at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower your left foot down, drop the toes, so your feet are flat. Get the hips a little higher. Now we're going to open the arms side to side as you lower your hips down, and close the arms as you lift the hips up. Narrow the waist as well. Inhale, lower the arms, lower the hips. Exhale, everything coming back together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Narrow the waist. Get the inner thighs working. In, arms down, hips down. Exhale, lift. Stay there for 3, 2, and lift. 1 more. Up, hold, and then reach the arms to the wall behind you. Turn your palms up to the ceiling. Back to the hands touch the floor. Get the hips nice and high. Pull the knees a little closer together, and then slowly melt your spine down. Rib cage dropping down first. Tilt the pelvis to get through your middle, and then the lower back, and then the hip bones and tailbone come down last. And take your hands, wrap them around your knees, and hug your knees into your chest. Good. So still holding on to the weights. If you can, just take the hands behind the knees, draw your chin in. We're going to roll up and come into a balance. Just holding here for a moment. We're going to extend your arms, extend your legs, coming up into a teaser pose. Start to lift your chest, and then breathe in. Take the hands back behind the knees, bend the knees. Roll the shoulders back, lift your chin up, and again, extend the arms and legs. Inhale. Take it back. Now you just take the feet down. Scoot a little bit closer to the end of your mat. So we're going to roll back with the next one. Come up into your balance. Round your spine. Roll back to your shoulders. Find your balance point. And then extend the arms and legs. Hands behind the knees. Scoop the abdominals in. Roll back to the shoulders. Up to your balance. Extend. Breathe in. Hands behind the knees. Roll like a ball. Roll it up. Extend. Last one, hands behind the knees, scoop the core, roll back to the shoulders, up to your balance, and then stretch the arms and legs long, holding there for 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly lower your legs down to the mat. Reach the arms forward. Let's drop the weights and just hold on to your feet, to your ankles, wherever you can reach. Drop your chin down to your chest. And then take your right ear to your right shoulder, just stretching out the left side of the neck. And then turn your head left ear to left shoulder. And then sit up nice and tall. And we're going to come all the way up to standing. I want you to grab your long band. And we're going to stand on the middle of the band. So again, like I did earlier in the week, I'm going to add an optional challenge, a bit of leg and balancing with our usual upper body exercise. So I'm going to start with our level 1. So feel free to stay in that level 1 if you don't want to add the challenge, or if you find that you try it out, it's just not working for you, if you're completely losing your balance, then feel free to put both feet on the mat. So we're going to start with both feet down, feet together, knees together, slight bend in the knees, shoulders back, and then reach your arms out to the corners of the room. Lift and lower, up and down. Last 2 and 1. Now first option, right leg back. Keep your left leg bent, slight bend in the knee, balance on that right foot or left foot, and lift the right foot up and down. Lift. So you're lifting the leg as you lift the arms. Stay there for 4. Keep the arms straight. 3, 2, and 1. Now we'll switch the leg, right foot into the band. Try to make sure you have equal length on either side. Left leg back, slight bend in your right knee, core tight. Lift the arms and legs for 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep the arms straight, keep the shoulders or your neck relaxed. Last 2. Hold the last one up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take the foot down. We're going to do one more set with both feet on the band. Bend your knees, hips back, chest forward, and lift up down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then hold. Little circles back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Circle forward. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the arms drop down. Roll your shoulders back and forwards. Now you're going to change your grip on your band so that your pinkies are out, your palms face the back wall, and then wrap your hands around the sides of your hips. Pull your shoulder blades together. Try to lengthen the neck. Soften the knees with your abdominals, and then keep your arms straight as you lift and lower. 8, 7, shoulder blades together behind your back. No bend in the elbows. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now again, that optional advancement. You can step your right foot out of the band. Lift the right leg as you lift the arms for 8, 7. Keep the shoulder blades together. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one up. Really stretch that band. Lift the leg. Breathe in. Step that right foot back into the band. Left leg back. Right knee soft, shoulder blades together, nice long neck, lift the arms and leg. 8, 7, 6. Try to find a focal point to help with the balance. Last 2. Hold the last one up, stay there for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale down, step both feet into your band. And then we'll have one last set. Both feet down, bend the knees, shoulder blades together behind the back. Lift the arms up, and then I want you to bend your elbows and extend. So tricep extension, just hinging at the elbows. Breathe in and out. For 6, keep the shoulders away from the ears. 5, keep the belly button pulled in. Little bend in the knees. Last 2. Hold the last one. Pulse your hands together behind your back like you're clapping behind your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you can go any higher. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your band. Shake your arms out. Good. Now lift your right arm up. Try to turn, twist that arm as you lift and lengthen to the ceiling. Then bend your elbow, pull it in. Get the fingertips together behind your back. And then come up into a balance. Chin up, core strong. And then lower the heels. Lift your left arm up. Just try to twist and lengthen. Good. And then bend the left elbow, pull the right. Let the right hand pull it in. Fingertips together behind your back, chin up, ribs down. And then again, we float up onto the toes, finding the balance. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your heels and just shake everything out. Good. Let's come back down to the mat. I'm going to come onto our side. Prop your head up. Have your bottom knee bent and your top leg straight. So that bottom knee is towards the front edge of your mat. The foot's in line with your top leg. Shoulders back, breathe out, lift the leg up, lower down to your foot is flexed. Now pulling the toes in, pressing the heel out. Foot is parallel to the floor. The lower abdominals are tight. Stay there, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the next one up and pulse to the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower the foot just to hip height. Turn the toes down, so internally rotating that leg. Lead with your heel as you lift and lower. Up and down. Slow movements. Imagine that leg pushing through wet cement. Really resist gravity as it comes back down. The leg comes back down towards the mat. So you're working the muscle in both directions. Stay there for 3. Keep lengthening as you lift. 2. Hold the last one up. Pulse up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And point the toes. Stretch the leg a little longer and do a big circle all the way around. Hold at the top. Take it forward, down, lengthen as you circle. Last 2, down, back, and hold. 1 more, forward, down, back. Hold at the top, lift a little higher, stretch a little longer, shoulders down away from the ears, reverse your circles. Let's go forward the other way. Each time freezing on the top, so play your legs like a compass, completing a full perfect circle and then holding before we do the next one. Full perfect circle, hold. We're not using momentum, we have that control. Circle and hold. Now you lower that leg down, kick it forward, sweep it back, lift and lower. Again, kick forward, back, up, down. 4 more, forward, back, up. Keep the core strong, try not to move the back too much as you sweep that leg forward and up. Last one, forward, back, up. And as the leg comes down, I want you to extend your lower leg out. So your lower leg comes just up off the mat, heels together, toes turn out. We're going to bend the knee of your top leg, turn that knee out to the ceiling, kick the toe up, and then flex the feet, draw the heels back together. Knee to ceiling, toe to ceiling, lengthen through the heel as you come back down. 2 more. Imagine the strings pulling that knee up, kicking, stretching the leg out, and heels back together. Last one, knee, toe, and then reach. Then keep the heels together, point the toes, lengthen your body, and then lift your leg straight up, straight leg. Then we bend, sweep the toe along the lower leg. 3 more like that. Lift, bend, and sweep. Last 2, lift, bend, sweep the heels together, and 1, lift, bend, and squeeze. Now drop the feet down to the mat, slide your top knee forward, take your hand behind the head, and just tilt, lifting over the shoulder behind you, then extend your arms out. Try to get the backs of the hands down on the floor and circle your back arm. 1 big circle in each direction. Good. Let's change to the other side. Flip yourself around. Prop your head up. Bottom knee, again, is bent. That knee towards the front of the mat. Top leg is straight. Imagine a wall behind you. Your head, shoulders, hips, and heel would all be against that wall. Belly button pulled in. Lift the leg up and down. Flexed foot, but parallel to the floor. Lengthen through that heel. So press the heel away, pull the toes in. So lengthen from the sit bone right to that heel. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, hold it up, pulse at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the foot down. Then we get that internal rotation. Turn the toes down. Lead with your heel as you lift and lower, up and down. Again, we're making sure not to speed things up. As we start to feel that burn, we slow them down. Stay there for 4. Resist gravity. 3. Work the muscle in both directions. 2. And hold it up. Pulse it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Point your toes. Stretch your legs. Circle the leg forward, down, back. And then hold at the top. There should be no movement through the pelvis or your shoulders as you move that leg. So we isolate the movement to the leg, control the movement in the rest of the body. Last one, forward, down, back. Hold at the top. Reverse your circles now. Take it back, down, up, and hold. As you stretch that leg back, try to squeeze the glute on that leg. So reach it back, squeeze the bum, circle it around. Last one, back, down, forward, and hold at the top. Now we lower the leg down, kick it forward. Feel that hamstring stretch. Back, lift, and lower. Perfect capital L shape. Forward, back, up, and down. Foot in line with your hip. Don't let it sink down towards the floor. Control. Last two, back, up, and down. One more. Forward, back, up. And as the leg comes down, we extend the lower leg. So your lower leg is almost supporting the top. Like turn your toes out, heels together, shoulders back, belly button in, and then bend your knee points up to the ceiling. Take the toe up to the ceiling, flex your foot, lengthen through the heels come back together. Three more, knee to ceiling, toe to ceiling. Again, slow motion. Squeeze the heels back together. Last one, bend the toe up, stretch, hold, and then squeeze the heels back together, holding there. Point your toes, lengthen your upper body, shoulders away from the ears, belly button in, lift the top leg, bend the knee, get that friction between the toe and the lower leg, and squeeze at the bottom. Lift, bend, sweep the heels together. Last two, lift, bend, sweep, and squeeze. One more, lift, bend, sweep, and squeeze, and then lower your feet down to the mat. Drop your top knee forward, hand comes behind the head. Twist the shoulders, turn the elbow to the back wall, and then open your arms out. Try to keep that knee down as you touch the backs of both hands down to the floor. Now take your back hand, circle it over your body, all the way around. Good, and then reverse your circle. Just feeling that shoulder. Just notice any clunking or tightness, and just try to work it through. Good. Okay, let's roll over onto your front, and I want you to find your ball and place the ball under your hands. Extend your toes out so your feet are in line with your hips, and then we're going to breathe out. Just push into the ball as you lift your chest up nice and high. Roll the ball in, and then roll the ball away. Breathe out as you roll it all the way up. Breathe in to hold. And then breathe out, slowly roll the chest back down to the mat. Inhale to hold, exhale, roll the ball in, press heavy into that ball, inhale, and then exhale, lower. So just take a little sip of breath one last time. Exhale to move, inhale to hold, and then exhale to roll back out. Now let's even swap the ball for your weights. They're gonna be at the opposite end of the mat. And then with the weights in your hands, have your hands at the corners of the mat. Now you need to open your feet wider. So your toes are out, your heels are turned in, belly button's pulled up away from the mat. Tilt the pelvis so your tailbone's a little bit reaching to that back wall. Now we're gonna lift your right arm and left leg. Weight in hand, inhale, lower, left arm, right leg. Inhale, lower. Right arm, left leg, and lower belly button pulled in tight to support the lower back. Keep going there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now with the next one, the feet stay down, and we're going to try to lift those arms up, both arms. Now if that feels too strong with the weights, just drop the weights. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, last one. We hold for 4, 3, 2, and stretch the arms a little longer, and then slowly lower all the way down. Now take your arms out to the side, making a big T. The little bend of the elbows, and just lift your arms up there, shoulder blades together. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We get feet down on the mat and lower. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your hands back along your sides. Turn the weights up. Shoulder blades together. We're going to lift the legs, lift the arms. Inhale, back to the hands touch the floor. Exhale, rotate the arms. Pinkies pointing up to the ceiling. Lift the legs. Inhale, lower. Keep the belly button pulled in so we don't collapse into that lower back as you lift the arms and legs. Last 2. Lift and lower. 1 more. Rotate the arms. Lift the legs. Shoulders away from the ears. Hold there for 4, 3, 2, 1. And then inhale. Drop the weights. Hands under your shoulders. Sit back onto your heels. Stretch out the arms. Good, then come up to all fours. I want you to drop your chin, tuck your tail, and come to a nice cat stretch, breathing out. And then take the ribs out to the left, down to the bottom arch in the back, and then out to the right and up. So it's like you're drawing a circle with your ribs. Again, go to the left, down to the bottom, to the right, and up. One more in this direction, big circle, and then reverse it. Let's go 3 times the other way. Just finding every corner of that invisible circle, really reaching the ribs out in every direction. Last one, down to the side, up and around. Then come back into a neutral spine. Now we need to try to get your left foot under your body. Slide your right leg back. Look up to the ceiling, pull your shoulders back. So the left knee should be just outside of your left wrist. And then take your elbows down to the mat, drop your chest down, rest your head on the mat, and breathe. And lift the chest up, start walking your hands back, uncross your left foot. See if you can just get that right foot under the body, right knee just outside of the right wrist. Slide your left leg back and lift the shoulders, open the collarbone, and then just lengthen through the spine as you come down to the mat. Resting your forehead on the mat, relaxing your shoulders, trying to inch your left leg, your straight leg, a little further back along your mat. Good. And then lift your chest, walk your hands back, uncross your right foot. I want you to tuck your toes under, lift your knees up, and come into a downward dog stretch. So try to connect your heels down to the mat, tailbone up to the ceiling, and then pedal through the feet. Right heel down, left heel down, right heel, left heel, and then press both heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let your head hang. Hands behind the ankles. Just nod the head yes. Shake the head no. Let the hands hang. Soften your knees, round your spine, and roll yourself all the way back to standing. Shoulders on top of ribs, head on top of shoulders. Breathe in, lift the arms overhead. And then breathe out. Float up onto your toes. Narrow the waist. And then reach your arms out to the side. Lace the fingers behind the back. Lift the arms and chest. And then swing everything out. Good. Well done, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. We've got a beginner session this afternoon. There's a Friday focus tomorrow that's going to work the Pilates rings and hamstring stretches. So keep tuning in, and we'll see you soon. Bye.